Hey, welcome back to Blueline Design. I'm Dave Salvadore. I really appreciate you coming back for part 2 of our series on how to design a toy package concept. We will move forward today with taking one of the thumbnails and render it into a finished concept that we would then send to the client. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I took option B of the thumbnails. That's the one that I wanted to go forward with. I did play around with the idea for the one with the, what do you call it? Not potato bug, roly-poly. That one actually started to look kind of like a demented baby bassinet. So I went with option B. I thought that one was pretty cool. The goal is to make it look like the cockpit to the mega bug with the scorpion claws. So as you can see over here to the left, I have the reference of the toy itself. I keep looking back at that for little details like the bolts and the armor plating. As you can see, the thumbnail is actually in there. It's underlaid. I scaled the whole thing up. I dropped the opacity down because I don't want to drift too far away from the original thumbnail that the client might have really liked. So I want to have the cockpit, and then the thinking behind it is I want to have it kind of like a peekaboo windows where you come up, see the box, you can kind of see that something's in there, and then you lift up the lid and it reveals the toy so that you can check it out before you buy it. Off to the right here, I'm doing a little call out to communicate that little reveal aspect to it. A lot of these kinds of concepts they're almost like little storyboards. You're communicating how the thing works. And so these little side drawings are very helpful in communicating some of those extra aspects to it. And then one of the slowest parts of the process is actually drawing the toy. So then what I'm going to do here is sell that idea of the tinted window. I just created like a blue and dial the opacity down so you can kind of see that toy in there. And then the idea is that it's going to make you want to open it. So here's the rough blue line that I would send to the client for them to review before moving on to the cleanup phase. Okay, so what we're going to do here is get into the cleanup process. Well, hopefully, you send off that rough blue line, the client likes it, and then they maybe might have some small changes or tweaks. Now it's the cleanup process. So you're going in, you're tightening everything up, keeping it a concept. This would be considered a blue line design. And then the beauty of being able to clone stuff is that you can flip things around and use them without having to redraw everything again. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going through with the toner chalk and kind of just adding some tone so that you can separate. You can see the difference between the claw and the actual body of the robot, sweetening it up. And then right here, I actually wanted this little lift tab to stick out so that it would read as something that you actually grab and then lift up to reveal the toy underneath. Now right here, what I did is I just grabbed the toy, flipped it around, and dropped it into the the package where he's revealing it. Now I put a little tone background in here, and pretty much the concept is done at this point. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of designing a toy package. If you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks a lot for visiting Blueline Design, and until next week, keep drawing and keep designing.